So Nick Cannon, who is senior producer on FIFA 15. Now, you guys are bringing to bear the full power of the next-gen consoles now. What does that allow you to do?
Oh, I mean, it allows us to do a lot. We've got, lots more horsepower. We've got lots more, memory to put in more animation. And, what it's really allowing us to do is build off, an amazing base in FIFA 14 to bring in some incredible new features here this year that we just could never do before.
Now, the thing that's going to be immediately obvious is the look of the game. I mean, you guys have really worked on the kind of realism, the lighting, the contrast. What are the big sort of headline features that you've added to the visual style?
Well, I mean, number one, we've got a new sort of rendering technique, which is physically based rendering. We're actually using much more sort of realistic way to light the world, which has had a profound effect on the visual quality, more detail around the face. It really looks incredible. We've also completely reworked the player model. The model now looks more athletic, it looks more lean, more toned, than ever before. And then we're also being able to bring in these new details of pitch marks. So we're actually plotting where all the players' feet. Do they leave a mark? You actually see it like just trampling down the grass. If they slide tackle, you'll see a slide mark. We now put marks on the kits as well. So yeah, it's it's been great to see the reaction today and just how different the game looks this year. We're really, really pleased with it.
You guys have big strides in the presentation as well, including a dynamic highlights package. Can you talk a bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So last year with FIFA 14, it was amazing that we were able to completely rewrite our presentation system from the ground up, which meant it's all now AI driven. There's no scripted sequences, anymore. So what it means is we can tell the story of the game any way we want, because we're just basically filming it and we can look at all the different views. So now we have a system in place where the game now can create highlight packages which have music over them, also have some speech as well, that don't just focus on goals and misses as we've seen before. They'll focus on the big moments. So, a big slide tackle, maybe, a player's getting booked, a big reaction from the crowd, a reaction from the bench. It really helps bring that sort of emotional ties everything together in a very cool way.
Now, one of your stated intentions is to bring the emotion of the game to life, and you've you've given all of the players their own sort of emotional reactions to all of the other players on the pitch. How does that work?
Yeah, so we're now tracking all 22 players on the pitch, their emotional state, which is no sort of mean undertaking. And what it means now is that we're tracking, how they're feeling during the game, but we're also tracking their attitudes to all the other players on the pitch, both teammates and the opponent. And what it means is that, now we can actually, basically, they know the context of what's going on in the game, and they might start reacting differently. So, for example, a player is constantly being fouled, he's going to start reacting differently in the real world. So we can have now that element to our game. If a player goes in and does a sort of a goal-saving slide tackle, the teammates will come over and congratulate him for our goalkeeper makes a great save. Teams are going to react differently to conceding a goal late than they would early. All of these things now we have, the players have the ability to know, and will react differently based on these different contexts, different situations. If a player makes a mistake, a teammate might act slightly differently. So there's hundreds of animations to show it. The key here is we're not making this particularly changing gameplay. But what it does is for you as a player, it creates that emotional connection to the players on the pitch. It makes you see the things that you see on TV, see the things that you see when you go to the real game, and it's really adding to the believability and that, the emotional feel of the game.
So the idea is not that the AI will get frustrated and start screwing things up, but that because you're amping up the emotional side of the game, you might, as a player, start getting frustrated and worrying about, closing minutes of the game.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, we want it to be you that feels more, into the experience. And, I think at times the games would feel quite similar. Now a big game's going to feel like a big game. You're going to see reactions from a big game, which ultimately will change your feeling around the game itself, and it'll create that sort of emotional reaction in you, the player.
Are we going to see Gaza-style tears at the end of a really important game?
We won't have tears. I mean, we're being careful. We're not going to see. There's things you'll see in a game that we won't put in our game. There's a limit to the reactions that you'll see, especially between players. But it's there's hundreds of animations in to support it, so the variety will really be there. And I think it's just helping that storytelling, and actually, players reacting is what you normally see, and we wanted to make the game as believable as possible.
And also, you're bringing that emotion into the crowd as well. You've got like the cop at Anfield and Boca Juniors, things like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So we brought that into the crowd. The crowd again is much more intelligent. They understand the context of the game as well. The atmosphere in the stadium will be different depending on the importance of the match, which I think is very, very cool. We're also tying audio into the visuals in the crowd. So you mentioned the cop at Anfield. As they're singing, "You'll Never Walk Alone," you'll see, the crowd actually holding the scarves up. You'll see the yellow wall at Dortmund. You'll see, as you mentioned, the Boca Juniors bouncing up and down, trying to shake the stadium, and then also really pleased to have the Poznan in there for Manchester City, and it's no easy thing to turn a crowd around in a video game, but we're really happy that it's in it. It looks really cool.
Okay, so it's stuff that isn't necessarily as obvious to put your finger on. The artificial intelligence of the players, you've been working on that as well, right? What are the big changes?
Yeah, so really big changes there. So, as we're working on new consoles, we're able to do a little, obviously, more processing, and what we're able to now do is previously the AI would basically make all its decisions frame by frame. What we've now given them is more of a context, and they're now able to make short, medium, and long-term decisions. And they're able to make these decisions based on the context of the game. Are they winning? Are they losing? And what this does is it makes our AI perform in much more of a humanistic way. It's like me and you are playing each other, but I'm playing the AI, which really what it does is really creates a variety in our game that we've never had. So if I'm up late, I might sort of park the bus on you. I'll drop 10 men back, get 10 men behind the ball. You're going to have to change your tactics a little bit to cope with that. If I'm losing, I'll probably go more direct, bypass the midfield, get the ball forward, trying to create more scoring opportunities. So again, all the games will feel different. It's going to feel really cool as you go through like career mode, as you go through the season, and maybe teams are doing different tactics on you, and it's making you adapt. And so not only feeling the atmosphere and emotion of the game, but adapting to what's happening and teams changing their tactics on you on the pitch.
And this involves new selectable sort of team mentalities as well.
Absolutely.
So, one of the areas where you can take control back from the AI is now in sort of corners, free kicks, and things like that. Talk about that new system.
Yeah, so now you can use the right stick to actually go and select the player in the box. You can move that player around. You can get into a physical battle with the defenders to try and get free. And then you can call for the pass, and it can be called out, passed over, and obviously try and get a chance in on goal. and you can do that from throw-ins as well.
And one of the big changes, having played the game myself, is the new ball physics. I mean, this is one of those things where I think players of FIFA 14 would have spotted things going a bit wrong, but not really understanding why. But can you talk about the new sort of spin and things you'll see on the ball?
Yeah, so last year we did a lot of work around shooting and the ball in the air, the ball moving around, and that's kind of ball physics in the air, much more realistic, created these dynamic behaviours. We're now doing it when the ball's on the ground. So previously, as the ball, we didn't preserve the momentum of the ball as you passed from one person to the next, kind of zero the spin, if you like. We're now preserving that momentum. It's all about the spin of the ball is where you touch the ball. It's creating a fluidity that we just haven't had before, which is really having a dramatic effect, especially around passing. I think that tied together with a lot of work that we were doing around responsiveness. So we got a lot of feedback last year that at times the game felt unresponsive. I think that the ball physics actually has had a big effect in that area. We've done a lot of work around agility, around just movement of the player with and without the ball, which feels responsive there. But I think responsiveness also in tackling. So we're doing possession tackles where you can now go in and the ball doesn't pop out as much. The ball at times would get loose, and then you wouldn't feel like you could get to that ball. So again, the game felt unresponsive. So all of these things cumulative to me have just had this profound effect on the fluidity and feeling of the game.
It's sort of like the game's unpredictable, but in a believable way, in the same way that real sport is. And certainly something that I think, big FIFA players are going to be pleased about is that actually, if you felt headers were a little overpowered in previous versions, then actually this is helping solve that, right?
Absolutely, that's a great point. And I think that, because we're looking at the spin of the ball, we're looking where the ball comes from. It's not zeroed, if you like. When you do that, it's easier to guide the ball into the corners, especially around headers. Now, when you're looking at where the ball's coming from, that's been taken into account. It's actually not as easy, and I think, the thing to remember here is all these systems are kind of physics-driven, they're real. They're not, there's no randomness to this. This is how the ball reacts, and it feels incredibly realistic because it is. And again, it feels like, that should happen, and it makes sense. And again, it makes the game feel really cool and very different.
So in terms of player locomotion and things like that, little tweaks like those kind of turning circles and the speed at which players turn, is that the limits to the changes, or is there more in there?
Yeah, I mean, I think that, we completely rewrote locomotion last year. We introduced what we call step-based locomotion. The game, the locomotion looked great. We kind of got rid of foot sliding, more planted movement. But again, we talked about the responsiveness. So we've added more coverage to animations. And we've also, at times the players would kind of, not wallow, but sort of plant and then move. Now we've got much more smoother animation, tighter turns. It means you can keep with an attacker as a defender. It looks more smooth and it feels fantastic. So it's actually a big change, especially in the feeling of the game, that we've added in agility to really, obviously we have incredibly looking motion, and now that feeling of agility was just added a new layer to it.
There's a definite sense that when you've won a tackle, that there's a chance you'll actually retain the ball this time.
Yeah, as I said, possession tackles is something that I think has had another big difference to the game. I really do, and I think, there's a couple of components to it. You can now go in and you can do a slide tackle and you win the ball and you can get up while dribbling, which was a behaviour we never had. We also looked at how the ball reacts when you go in for a tackle, and I think previously the ball would become too loose, it would get away from you more, which meant a lot of the time you actually didn't win back possession of the ball, whereas now you're much more likely to do that. I think that these are the things that, in my mind, help with that control, that feeling of being in control of the game. We've also got, through the physics system, we talked a lot about shielding before, and, those behaviours of how players interact, you're going to see more shielding. We've now got shoulder challenges, which is a behaviour we didn't have before. So, we want tackling to feel like you're more likely to win back the ball. That's what's more realistic around when you're watching a real football game, and that balance wasn't quite there in the past.
And you guys always take great care to listen to the community when you're putting changes into the game. What were the big things people asked for? I know you've mentioned sort of 10-man celebrations.
Yeah, 10-man celebrations is a big one. We talked about responsiveness a lot, headers, through balls. Those are all things that we're making sure we're balancing as well. And then the 10-man celebrations is something we've been asked for a long time, and it's really happy to be able to bring that in this year. It looks great, it's contextual, it'll be on big goals. There's lots of variety in it, but you can go away, do your celebration, and your teammates will come and join you, which really makes those big goals feel special.
And finally, I know you're not talking a lot about Ultimate Team, but you have said there is a pre-order bonus involving Ultimate Team. What can you tell me about that?
Yeah, so really excited to say that, you get 40 gold packs over 40 weeks. So that's pretty cool.